Good morning, Robin here to give you the weekly update on what's going on with the Shatner's Hairpiece channel and myself. So since the last time, I did get some news from my surgeon who I talked to, and he says I have something called fibromuscular dysplasia. So there's another bonus to add to the list. So that is a narrowing of the arteries, and that could be genetic. There's no really any explanation given as to why. So that could have caused the aneurysm. And it's interesting because I went to the eye doctor about a year, 2 years ago, and they now do full retinal scans so they can see your entire eyeball. And she also said that she thought the blood vessels were a bit narrow and she was concerned about glaucoma. And I had that checked out and it was not glaucoma, so it was just the way it is. So that seems to also apply with the aneurysm operation. So I've got to be careful of keeping the blood pressure low. I'm still taking meds for that. Been on that for like 15 years. It's just a really low dose. So, and nothing too heavy. So I probably won't be going out busking again. As you know, that was a really stressful situation a lot of the time. And I just got used to it and put up with it. And, who knows what that did to me, doing that for years as well. So, it's really hard to say, but all these things piled up, including the whole COVID situation from last year and all that stress, which kind of resulted in a pretty bad depression for me in December. So I'm sure all of this attributed to it happening April 1st. So now we're going on 2 months, and I have to go in for another CAT scan middle of June just to make sure that everything is okay. And other than that, just talking to my regular doctor, and he just advised, try to, if you're going to do any supplements, take things that are good for heart health. So anything for, keeping the blood moving. And yeah, I'm really eating healthy now, and I'm getting exercise. So I've been out on the bikes quite a bit, and still working out at home as well, eating my healthy oatmeal with fruit and flax and sunflower seeds in the morning. That's like my main meal. So other than that, I still got the numbness up here. And it's sort of, I don't know, I think it seems to get a little bit better. I mean, I can feel like here, and you can see the line. It's going all the way down here. That's where they cut it open. But it seems to be getting a little bit better, like the borders are decreasing. But the surgeon said that would be about 3 months before I got feeling back. So, I'm sleeping okay, and I haven't had any headaches. So I've been able to play guitar, which I started, a couple weeks ago, and that's been really great. I've been hearing so many stories from people in the comments about either their aneurysm or somebody else's aneurysm, and people who died. And yeah, it's really amazing, to hear all this later, and a bit scary because, I had no idea what was going on, and I didn't really research it until I got out of the hospital. So, my own doctor told me that I'm like only the third aneurysm patient he's had that survived. So I don't know how many he's gone through, but yeah, it is makes you think a bit. But I can just be glad that I'm able to still play guitar, and there was no paralysis. I haven't had any memory problems now that I can think of, other than the usual forgetting of small things. But so that side, I'm obviously really happy about, that I can continue to play, and I have been doing that, and I was doing that even before. It was still always in my mind, front and center, to play as much as possible, to record as much as possible, and to put it up on YouTube, where somebody hopefully enjoys it, and it seems like a lot of you are. So that is a reward in itself. So yeah, I just remind everybody too that the channel right now is picking up again. I've had over 300,000 views in the last 48 hours, which is actually probably even more than I had in January when I first started going viral, when a couple videos went over the million mark. Suddenly, everything started to explode. So, and I attribute this to either there's a few older videos that are catching on, and also the aggressive panhandling video that I just put up a week ago. It's got something like 1,300 comments on it, so everybody's got an opinion. So, that's just the way it is. Unfortunately, the original guitar videos, you get 500 views, but something where somebody's getting aggressive on the street is going to get 300,000 views. Not much I can do about that. But it does help to push the views of other videos, so that's good. And again, in spite of these millions of views that I get, I do not get a cent from YouTube. So everybody's always asking me about that, and I say again, I was demonetized about 10 years ago. And a lot of people were, a lot of small accounts. So there's no way I can run ads, because everybody's like, oh, why don't you run ads? And if you see ads, that is usually the record company collecting. As the cover song that I'm doing has been copyrighted, and it will be instantly recognized once it's in the system, like that latest Dire Straits with the girl dancing video, the little 3-year-old. You might see ads on that, and that is the record label collecting for the song. So you cannot get away with covers. And so I'm not collecting a cent. So everything is by donation only through the links in the description, and also always the top comment in the videos. People are still asking me where they can donate, so I'm surprised that nobody is looking in the comment or the description. But that's the only place I can really put that information. To link to PayPal tip, as well as support my original music on Bandcamp, and which is my main push. And then there's also Patreon support, which is like a monthly subscription, and there's various levels in there, going from $5 up to $100. $100 gets you a request of your choice dedicated to whoever you want. I will play an extended instrumental version with my own improvisation over your favorite song or a song for somebody else. So that's actually been doing good. I've had about 4 or 5 of these already, and I'm going to start putting those dedications up starting this week from people who paid. Patreon always charges on the first of the month. So if I got paid that $100 yesterday, then I am able to put up the video. So there's a few songs coming from that. It's one of the few ways I can make any income. And I've had a couple offers from people that want me to play guitar on their songs. One guy's in Nashville, and he's got music he wants me to play on, so I have to explore that. But that's something good. At least it's music related, and it's not bogus ad work that people are trying to make me sell Crocs or some video game app or something like that. I get a lot of this junk as well, but I ignore all that. So I'm not going to put any of that garbage up on my channel. So those are the other options. And there's of course t-shirt sales, which is also picking up. I'm selling a few a week, but I only get 20% of a $25 t-shirt, so it's not a lot. It's just a little bit, but it's nice as a side thing. And a new thing I'm going to add, and this is a big one. As you may know, I wrote a book about busking. It was a diary on the 8 months I was on the street in 2019. And I finally got that organized and spell checked. And I've added some nice photos as well. So what I'm going to do is offer this for sale, and I'm not going to put it up on any site right now. But what you can do if you want the book is tip me through the PayPal link, and it'd be a minimum $10. I mean, if you want to tip more, you can. It's the same way it works on Bandcamp. And then I will mail you the book in an email or send you the link from some hosting site where I put it up. It's going to be pretty small, I don't know, 30 to 40 megabytes maybe. So that you would be able to read in probably PDF format or EPUB, one of the two. And so what you'll do is just send me the tip, and then you write in there, I want the busking book, which is called The Joys of Busking. And it's probably about a 2 to 3 hour read. So then I will just, as long as you have a good email in there, I will send you the link or send it direct in an email. So let's see how that does. It's a very honest telling of my experience on the street, the ups and downs, the roller coaster of life out there. So you will be guaranteed to get some entertainment out of that. Because I'm just relating all the people I meet and the things that happen to me and the stresses and strains and the small joys of playing outside on the street. Oh yeah, I also hit 500 followers in Bandcamp, which was great. That just happened a couple days ago. So more views from YouTube means more people checking out Bandcamp, which is really the thing I want to do. So looks like now as far as Bandcamp goes, they had the Bandcamp Friday going every month, which I always told people about, and that's where I got 100% of the sale. Well, they've stopped that now until August, 1st August. So obviously they realized they were probably losing a lot of money, and now it won't be one until August. So what I want to say is that it's not a huge difference between Bandcamp Friday and any day. It's 10%. I either get 100% on the Bandcamp Friday or I get 90% on any other day. So to me, it's not a huge difference. So please, if you're thinking of getting something, do not wait until August. Just order now, and I will remind everybody again when August comes up. It'll be the first Friday in August. So that is, it's not a huge difference. They're taking off fees even when you're on Bandcamp Friday, still losing conversion fees, PayPal fees, that kind of thing. Fill up the cart and get some tunes, and don't feel you have to wait 2 months. All right, so I think that's it. I'm going to do a little more guitar playing now and figure out what crazy video I'm going to put up next. So I want to thank everybody again for your support, and I've been again swarmed with comments on all my videos, and I try to respond to a lot of them, but it's just getting to be too overwhelming now, the amount coming in. But if you have tipped, know that I sent you an email thanking you for that. And if you didn't get it, just check your spam folders. I noticed that some of these emails I send come back as undeliverable, so either the email you put in PayPal, it's not working, but rest assured that I did write you back for thanks. And if you're enjoying my music, it's great. That's one of the most rewarding things for me. To play is one thing, but to know that other people are actually getting it is what makes it all worth it. So thanks again, and I'll talk to you next time.